Hi, I'm Kathleen Rasmussen, and I'm reading out of the Real Life Stories book, and today we're in chapter 43, titled, My Life Was Like Murphy's Law. My life was like Murphy's Law. Anything could go wrong that could go wrong would go wrong, until I found true peace and joy through Jesus. This is my story. I am 46 years old and single. I'm sitting here wondering where to begin. My mother and father divorced when I was real young. To this day, I really don't know why. Those are things that we never asked or talked about. What I do remember is that my life was never a good one. I grew up very poor and suffered abuse all my life. My whole life, I always felt that I was never wanted. I always felt that nobody loved me, or I never fit in or belonged. I did have two beautiful children that I loved with all my heart. I always tried to do what was best, but things never worked out the way I wanted them to. I don't remember anything good in my life. It was confusing, unstable, and very dark. Nothing ever went right, and whatever could go wrong would go wrong. Things would happen to me and I could never understand why. I couldn't figure out why these stupid things always happened to me. I always knew I was lost. I've been lost most of my adult life. I've seen some very bad things in my life, like drinking, drugs, and sex. But at that time, I didn't know how bad I was lost. I wouldn't wish that path on anyone. I don't really know when I met Jesus, but I do know Jesus has always been with me. I grew up in the church. As I got older, church was not what I wanted. It seemed cold. I have been in and out of my current church, Jubilee Worship Center, for quite some time now. What I love so much about this church is the love and warmth. As I finish my story, I realize that I am in a comfort zone. I do want to go ahead with God. God has brought peace in my life and joy. I'm looking forward to serving God for the rest of my life. I pray for my son and his family that one day they will come to know Jesus. I will keep praying for him, for myself, and for you. My life was like Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. It was like that until I asked Jesus to forgive me of my sins and come into my heart and lead me and guide me the rest of my life. This was written by Patty.